This one's gonna hit a little different.
I was that troubled kid, caught up in every awkward moment when they thought my life was normal, and it really wasn't. Even though I had a father, there was something missing. He used to treat me a little different than his other children. I took the beatings he would give me, seemed like for no reason. Either that or the alcohol brought out a demon. But most of all, we never talked or even shared a weekend. And when we did, it was spent with his friends tweaking, snorting coke and doing smack like I couldn't see him. Never saw my home runs or my sport achievements. By the time I hit 11, I was smoking weed and getting more familiar with my inner demons. I was fed medication where they upped my dosage. My heart rate accelerated, creating coldness. I couldn't concentrate in class, it was hard to focus. And all the rage inside my brain became too much commotion. With broken smiles in every picture, I was hardly laughing, acting out in every way displaced like I was fucking choking. And so I started smoking on a daily basis. That's when my summers turned to winter, life's embracement. I heard you crying, screaming out my name. With every dying hour, I lost my place. I laid in silence, like I'm not awake, until I heard my name, looking at your grave. I saw the dirt that my father did. I was that kid on both sides of the fence. I saw the tears in my mother's eyes that she shed, and yet somehow I was a part of it. My father's temper was aggressive, he would often flip, real physical whenever he was fucking pissed. The drugs he did enhanced the beat and sometimes tearing flesh. I held my breath and never said a word, so scared to death. Just 7 in when I finally learned what anger meant. Endangerment, almost living in a stranger's presence. The days I spent by myself in that fucking truck, while he was doing what he wanted, little more than drunk. That's when my life got distorted. I ignored my mother. My older brother lived a normal life while I was cussing. At 9 years old, I already had a heart of stone. My thoughts were cold and I started drifting on my own. I sorta chose to be a loner that nobody knew. I sat in silence like the whole time I went to school, until I grew a little older and I started getting into trouble. I was always in school suspension, not to mention that my friends then were just like me. No fathers, no role models, always fighting. Night after night, I was coming home a little later, until I never came home at all my mother's prayers. Just might have saved me from this never-ending vicious cycle. And now I learned it almost ended up just like you. Just almost like you. I heard you crying, screaming out my name. With every dying hour, I lost my place. I laid in silence, like I'm not awake, until I heard my name, looking at your grave. Looking at your grave. Looking at your grave. Looking at your grave. Looking at your